with the breakthrough, we want every artist to come in and just feel like you're just chilling.
Yeah,
it's like no jumper. You want to have it so it's like you're just cool. This is DJ Dave Clark, and you're listening to 107.7 WFCS New Britain, Hartford, The Edge, and you're listening to The Breakthrough. I got TJ here for an interview. TJ, how's it going, man?
What's good, guys? We got Boofy in the building right now.
Cool boys in the building.
Shout out Tyler Farms Music. He just said you're what's poppin'. Alright,
so we're just going to dive right into this interview. So, question number one. Give listeners who don't know you some background information about yourself. Like, where are you from? How old are you?
I mean, originally I'm from the city. I moved from New York. I came out here to Norwich, like 6th grade. And then I met up with my day ones over here, Dom, Ajax, you know what I'm saying?
Word.
What part of the city, if you mind me asking?
From the Bronx.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
My parents are from the Bronx.
Where, yeah, AD, I was playing over there, yeah.
I feel it.
Yeah, but big difference when I moved out here, but, you know, that's just a little on me. I moved out to Mottville, got into hoops and all that. Didn't really work out, so.
Word. How old are you?
I'm 22.
22? Word.
Yeah.
So, how did you come up with your stage name, Boofy?
Boofy.
Yeah.
Alright. To be honest, shout out my boy Dottie. He ain't here right now, but we was kind of all in the booth, and we was just in there, you know, we call it a studio, the booth, so.
Yeah.
We got a lot of booth, you know, always. So, he said something,
in the booth.
one of his lines, he said something about booth boys this, and I was like, what'd you say? He said, booth boys this, I was like, that's the one. That's
started rolling, you let it go.
Yeah, because I originally I was the difference. And I didn't really like that too much, but we all kind of got a collab going, and I think, you know, this is the right way to go with it, so.
Yeah.
Boof Boys.
Yeah, Boof Boys.
So, what initially made you want to start making music?
Originally, I was in a bad place, to be honest. I was just out of high school. My pops had kicked me out the house, so I was just stuck with like my roommate. Me and my roommate was going through things, so I would just sit in my car for hours and like just play beats, and like J. Cole just came out with like, you know, he came out with his stuff at that time, and it just got me in my thoughts, and I just started writing, and ever since then.
Which album was it?
I don't remember which one it was. It was
Born Sinner?
It was Born Sinner. It was the one. What was the one after that?
Was it 2014 Forest Hill Drives?
That's what it was. That's what it was.
That's one we said on that.
Yeah.
Yo, that one is like takes the cake. Like that 2014 Forest Hills Drive is a classic. That might be like the biggest classic of the 2010s, I think.
That man's real underrated, man. I mean, like he gets his respect as far as lyricism, but like what he does for like. And like what he speaks in his music, I don't think people really like understand like his message.
Rest in peace, Uncle Phil.
Like,
For real.
Yeah, real inspirational, bro. Real inspirational. So that's what that was.
Yeah, a lot of people think that he's like boring and he doesn't really see a message, but you just gotta listen to what he says, man.
You gotta break
everything.
it down.
Yeah, everything that he says is a message, and
Yeah.
You just have to feel the music.
Yeah.
Some people they just always want the drill music or always want one type of music.
Yeah, that hyphy music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But when you just want to chill out and like, you gotta listen to J. Cole.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
That's you.
Alright, so how long have you been making music?
Music?
Yeah.
A year and a half, right? I think it's been a year and a half, bro.
Yeah, serious.
Yeah, serious music.
Yeah.
Before you dabble, seriously.
Yeah, we always used to freestyles and all that, you know, you get your boys. But, nah, yeah, seriously, a year and a half. And actually, the first song I dropped in the studio, they play on this radio station where I'm at, 107.7.
Yep.
They give spins to local artists. I'm on
Shout out
every
Jimmy
Sunday.
107.7.
Shout out to Joe Smith, you know, he made it happen. But every Sunday, you know, I'm on there. You check me out, all that, so.
So going back to that J. Cole question, which artist do you think inspired your sound the most? And if you can't do one, do a top three.
Alright. Wiz Khalifa one. Because I grew up on that, like, heavy, like, that changed a lot. It's a tough question.
Take your time, man.
It's a tough question. I listen to a lot of, like, vibe music, you know what I'm saying? So, like, you could throw Trippy in there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You could throw ASAP in there.
Mm-hmm. Of
Who
course.
else? Who else we really
How
like?
is that?
Cuddy, you know what I'm saying? Man
Yeah.
on the Moon, like,
A lot of different.
what else is there? Like,
Classic.
Mac
It even-
Miller
it even
Kids,
goes
like,
into rock,
you know
what I'm
at the
saying?
same
Like,
time.
Bro,
This
kids,
is like-
best day ever, all of that. It's like so nice, man.
bro, like,
Kids is
that
a classic. That'll never
changed everything.
So you said
It's,
Wiz and Mac, so that means you like the Pit sound.
It's like that. It was the movement, bro. It was
Like the early 2010s movement.
it was
yeah.
we was sophomores. We was sophomores. And
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Just getting steamy in my room, you know what I'm saying? Hiding from my parents and all that.
Yeah.
I'll be on there like, but like that changed a lot, bro. Like that changed a lot. But like, yeah, you can say those are the most inspirational. Kid Cudi was definitely played a big influence on that as well.
For a lot of Cudi back in the day.
Yeah.
So that brings me to my next question. If you could collab with any artist and producer, dead or alive, who would they be?
Haha. Haha.
That's tough.
I really fuck with my boy, or my bad about that.
No worries.
My boy Perp, Smoke Perp.
Yeah.
Honestly, 100%. If I could work with him, that'd be a blessing. Producer
On the same track too.
Same track.
on the same track.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you and Perp, and then the one
Who's
producer.
producing the
All right. Travis Scott.
Travis Scott?
Travis Scott.
Can you explain why?
That man, what he does low key on these beats for people is ridiculous. Like he chops these beats down. Like his sound, like if you ever realize like any song, any artist I've ever been on with Travis Scott, it's Travis Scott's sound. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you sit down and work with Travis Scott, like that man is just. I watch a lot of like that. I don't know. Travis Scott's, yeah, perfect Travis.
He's the man for sure.
Perfect Travis.
Would you say Travis is going in the direction of how Kanye was in the early 2000s for like our generation? Like Travis is kind of like the new Kanye in some ways. Like, cause
He
he's
gets
getting a
compared-
lot of shine now.
He gets compared to Kanye a lot. I mean,
Not even saying good music wise. I just mean the fact of how nice he is.
Yeah, that he's a visionary. I think his sound is getting eaten up by the fans.
Facts.
Getting acknowledged by the legends. He gets
T-Pain.
his respect. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess you could say so. I don't. Looking at numbers, I don't know what his numbers are compared to these people nowadays. Because you know, like, there's people like 6ix9ine. Like we were just talking about 6ix9ine. Every song he drops is top Billboard.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But as far as like that talent and where music can go and like his direction, like yes, for sure. I think so. Drake is also another big advocate in that discussion.
That new Drake song, or it's by Blockboy JB.
Yeah.
And
It was just
bro,
listening
like
to it.
what?
It was
Like
just-
that's
it was
I've
just
listened to it
listening to
over and over and over and over again, man. Like
Fire.
Yeah, he bodied
Yeah,
that.
you know Drake. Drake, never count that man out.
yeah, seriously.
Never count that man out.
God's plan.
God's plan.
God's
Serious.
He came out with a 2-song track, like tore it up.
Everything he touches is
Yeah,
gold.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
straight up.
Alright, so which programs do you mainly use to make your songs?
Well, I use
For recording, at least.
Logic Pro X.
Logic Pro?
Yeah, Logic Pro is like crispy, real crispy. I've been working with one of my mans, my boy. Shout out my boy Mike. He got a studio in East Lyme, and like a home studio, but it's real legit. You know what I'm saying? He uses Adobe Audition.
Really.
Adobe Audition, new program, but it's real easy to like function just like it would be like a FL production, like you know how that format is. So the way he breaks it down and all that is real cool. Like I got an engineer in Atlanta, just an engineer. I don't know if you guys see him around, but
Yes, just
J-U-S.
JUS. Yeah, yeah.
Me and him working for like since I started.
Mhm.
That man, he be with the real deal people down there in Atlanta, South Side, all that. So
Is that your main producer?
That's
Shout
my,
out Just.
That's my main engineer. Yeah, shout out
Right.
Just for real. That's
He's
my
been
man.
killing it.
And you know what I'm saying, he holds me down every time. So
Is there gonna? I saw something about like doing a complete like Connecticut project. Is that still in the works?
yeah, he got it together. He got the beats. All the producers sent in the beats. I'm pretty sure he's contacting artists at the moment.
Yep.
I don't know if he started yet, but
Hey, that's a movement, man. That's
That's-
awesome.
And he's doing this from Atlanta. He's still trying to show love to CT.
Oh, he's in Atlanta right now?
He's
Yeah.
out in Atlanta now. Like, he shipped out to Atlanta, so he in there with, like, Blue Room Studio and all that.
Oh,
So-
yeah,
So
yeah.
he in there with, like, real deal people.
That's
So,
like what Ian's using.
Yeah.
so
I
he,
think I've heard of it.
he definitely showing love to people. He always showed me love. You know, that's my man.
So, speaking of that, are there any CT artists you're interested in working with in the future?
Of course, I'm open to working with pretty much anybody at the moment. I'm in my zone right now. I'm focusing on Booth Boy EP right now. So right now, it's more or less once me and my people get right, you know what I'm saying? Then I outsource. But right now, it's all gonna be in house. We're trying to collect the profits in house. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
man.
saying, before we start. So that's the plan.
Grow the team and then let it bloom.
Oh, the team is there. The team is there. The vision is there. We just missing one key component. We're not gonna talk about it, but once we get that one little thing,
Hey, you got the breakthrough behind you, man. We're supporting all this way.
that's what's up. I appreciate that. We
Yeah,
all
for sure.
appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
It's all about like getting everybody together and
Yeah,
like pushing this movement
Just
up.
like how y'all did it, right?
Yeah.
I got y'all people exactly. So that's how it takes time for certain people. You know, you work with people, they flake out, and eventually you come across the right people with a small circle. Get popping.
Bro, I met TJ and Sean the first day of school, freshman year. I met Trevor. He did. We were just training,
Trainees
like
together,
literally training to.
WSS.
And I was like, bro,
Yeah.
I'm starting this thing called the Breakthrough. Like, I'd love for you to get on. Like, we need
That's
another
lit.
DJ, and it's all about just like finding those teammates, man, and then you gel.
Yeah.
And once
Yeah,
you
we-
gel, it's
match.
good. Yeah.
Me and my boy Case over here, like we met each other about what, like 3 years ago, but like we, from like you know like the way we say it is like real recognize real, you know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like off the rip I already know what it was. We grew up together, you know what I'm saying? All three of us, we played ball together, all that, like baseball, basketball, everything, like high school, everything together. So
Elementary.
Elementary school.
Yeah.
Elementary school.
and they knew each other before the fact. So when I moved out here,
Yeah.
we all clicked. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So we just gonna keep it going like that. Shout out to my boy Firm, he not here. Shout out to my boy Cody, like the real day ones, like, you know what I'm saying?
So,
One more question.
can you talk about anything you've got planned next?
Oh,
What's
yeah.
your
This is
next
the last
move?
question.
Next
You can talk.
move, we're gonna do visuals. This Booth Boy EP is definitely dropping, and you're gonna expect some merch on the way.
Do we have a date for the drop?
There's no date at the
No
moment.
date at the moment? Okay.
No need
It's
to
gonna
rush.
be sooner than later, though. I tell you that.
You can't rush perfection.
Definitely not.
You can't.
Definitely not.
Well, thank you very much. This was 107.7 WFCS, New Britain, Hartford, The Edge. You're listening to The Breakthrough, and we just had a great interview with Boofy.